Let me take you on a tour of places full of mystery. Come on, it'll be fun. Our first stop is Peru, the mysterious remains of South America. Nazca lines are marks left in the desert with the same name. They're called geoglyphs and were created between 500 BCE and 500 CE. Since the desert has a stable climate, most of the Nazca lines have reached our day. Nazca people made them by removing the top layer of the pebbles and revealing the soil beneath the ground. The color of the soil changes from reddish-brown to yellowish-gray, so the lines always look different. Most of the geoglyphs consist of simple lines and geometric shapes. In recent years, drones have helped explore some new figures. Animal and plant designs caught the attention of archaeologists. They found images of a spider, monkey, dog, cat, and human and flower figures. Scholars don't know the purpose of the designs. Some say that in Nazca culture, people ascribe special significance to these motifs, so they probably created these shapes for deities in the sky to see. Our next stop is the Belize Blue Hole, or the Great Blue Hole as tourists and divers know it. Do you know that this place is the largest sea hole in the world? This marine cave submerged 10,000 years ago, when the last great ice age ended. Today, there are thousands of stalactites and stalagmites in the area to explore. Now, keep in mind that only experienced divers are allowed to make new discoveries at this site. It's so deep and complex that an amateur wouldn't be able to handle it. This place became famous worldwide after 1971, when the scientist Christian Lascaux visited the site. We're now in one of the most mysterious and unexplored underwater sites on Earth. Okay, I'm not going to get into the legends of missing vessels and ghost ships, but I must say Dragon's Triangle has a frightening reputation among sailors and pilots. It's like the Bermuda Triangle of the Pacific Ocean. The exact location of Dragon's Triangle is controversial because several reports claim different distances. The most popular version is that the triangle is located near the Japanese coast. It's one of the vile vortices on Earth. These are areas where the pull of the planet's electromagnetic waves is more robust than in other places. Japanese fishermen have vanished into these waters. Modern aircraft and ships share the same fate. Now, here's a cool fact to cheer you up a bit. In 2013, the new Tomb Raider game came out, and it was taking place on an island called Yamatai. This area was known for its hostile storms and missing ships. This island, according to the game, is to the south of Japan. We're moving on to another place with a scary reputation. This time, it's a smaller habitat. Here's Natron Lake in northern Tanzania. Why is this lake so dangerous? Well, for starters, it's incredibly alkaline because of a nearby volcano. This makes it poisonous to most animals. The water contains very high levels of cyanobacteria. This algae release a chemical that is harmful to organisms that might drink it. These waters can calcify birds and animals and turn them into mummified versions of themselves. Sounds a bit like Medusa's story. The lake is the final stop for most of the animals, but not for all of them. Flamingos, for instance, don't get affected by the alkalinity of the water. The lake is actually one of the few places they breed and thrive. Apart from its fame in the stone animals, the lake is also known for its original color. The water sometimes turns red because of the algae. It looks cool and out of this world. This change of color can be seen from space, too. Some tourism companies added the lake's destination along with safari trips. But is it safe to go near a volcano? The lake receives rain throughout the year, but it evaporates even before hitting the surface. This type of downfall is called phantom rain. Since it's near the desert and a volcano, the lake is really hot. Temperatures can rise to 140 degrees Fahrenheit in summer, so some places are safe for humans, but most of it is a no-go zone. Now, another place that looks like it's on some other planet is the Moval Cave in Romania. Even its air is different from the outer atmosphere. The oxygen level is low compared to open air, plus it has a unique ecosystem. This cave has been closed for 5.5 million years. It doesn't have any contact with the outside world. It provided a home for creatures that don't exist anywhere else on Earth. The evolution of these species turned out differently because they lived in these bounded and hostile conditions. For instance, most inhabitants of Moval Cave are born without eyes. Their skin is almost translucent, and their antennae are extra long to help them get around in the darkness. The cave is very humid and warm. It smells like rotten eggs, boy, thanks to all the sulfide and methane gases in the lake below the cave surface. So, how did so many different species get there? Scientists don't know for sure. They may have come there by accident and got stuck in the cave, or they were looking for more sulfurous habitats to live in after climate change in the northern hemisphere caused the Mediterranean Sea to dry out. Another mysterious place on our list is Nimrod Mountain, Turkey. This mountain has a complex of monuments with temples and tombs. It was built by the late Hellenistic king Antiochus. Mount Nimrod has statues of the king himself, 2 lions, 2 eagles, Zeus, Hercules, and Apollo. The statues used to be full-size figures. Seasonal and daily temperature variations, wind, snow accumulations, and sun exposure don't treat the statues well. Plus, these stunning ancient ruins are located within a first-degree earthquake zone. Now, most of the heads of the statues remain. You can see them spread around the site. Now, when you go there, you'll first be greeted by 5 seated limestone statues. These monuments are unique due to their form, large scale, material, and complex design. The technology used to construct the tumulus and statues is very advanced and unique for its time period. Imagine you're hiking in the mountains and you see these ancient constructions out of nowhere. How would you feel? The next mystery is a hexagonal pattern or 6-sided fossil, Paleodictyon. You can find it in the deeper parts of the oceans. The interesting point here is that no one knows who the artist is. Paleodictyons look like honeycombs. Honeybees are out of this list since they can't make combs underwater. So, what could produce these symmetric creations? It's still unknown if they are trace fossils or independent organisms themselves. There is no certain explanation for this centuries-old mystery. Have you ever heard of the Crooked Forest? It's a bizarre forest in Poland. Over 400 pine trees are twisted almost 90 degrees at the trunk. Not surprisingly, this place is also famous for spooky stories. We still don't know what kind of tool or technique you'd have to use to make the trees grow or bend this way. It might be something related to nature itself, like a snowstorm. There is no clear explanation for what caused this twist yet. Our final stop of the day is in India. Every year in the Kamakia Devi temple, something mysterious happens. For 3 days, the Brahmaputra River next to the temple turns red. Legends explain it's a creature of Kamakia, who's deeply respected by the local people, and the temple is named after her. But there might be no mystery or theology involved. Geology explains it with the high iron levels of the soil interacting with the river. Plus, the underground cave system is also rich in mercuric sulfide. Now, would you like to visit any mysterious places on the list? That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.